Relators love deep, real relationships. Most relators have a small circle of close friends. And depending on your other strengths, your circle might be 2 people, your circle might be 20 people. It might be anywhere in between that. Most relators would consider themselves introverts. A lot of times they would call themselves like very people-oriented introverts. So they need time to themselves, but they love to be around their people that are in that circle. And once you make it into a relator circle, you're in it for life, unless something really hard happened. I mean, there are exceptions to that, but there's a
Mm-hmm.
loyalty about relator, and a relator wants to keep getting to know those people deeper and deeper and deeper. So if a relator is at a party, it's kind of the opposite of a woo. So
Mm-hmm.
a woo is, if I show up to a party with a friend, I'm kind of like, hope you have fun. I'm gonna go meet all these new people. A relator is gonna hate that because the relator went to the party just to hang out with the friends.
Right,
Now it
right.
gets a little funky when you can technically have any combination of these. So some people do have like both of them in their top 10. That looks different ways for different people, but you don't often see them together because they tend to be almost like opposites. Relators really care a lot about authenticity. So they have a really hard time with people who seem fake or like they're putting on a show. So sometimes relators and people with something like woo or some of the other influencing strengths can kind of butt heads. Not always, but sometimes that can feel insincere to someone with a high relator. Like, I don't have the energy to be all bubbly. I just want to talk about real things and I want to go deep. They'll get kind
That's
of
so funny.
impatient with shallow conversations. Does that feel true?
Absolutely. Guilty as charged. I cannot stand, people. It's not, I mean, I can definitely appreciate people that are trying to win over people as well and just try to be close to others. But it almost feels like I can sense if they're not being authentic.
Yes.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
they just want something. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
And
part of it, if that's just being me being paranoid, but I feel like,
while you
yeah.
have empathy and you have relators, you probably are, especially in tune with people and where they're at. You would just have to kind of be careful that that is you're right about your assumptions because there are probably times when you're right, but there are also probably times when that's just how someone is. If you were to behave like them, you would be like totally fake and trying too hard. You would never do the things they're doing. But because of their personality and their strengths, that's actually just really natural for them and like how they're wired, and they're not necessarily being fake.